Hello, Jasnima. How you doing? I can hear you. I can't hear you, Jasmine. I can read your note. Right now you are muted, Jasmine. Um, right now you're off the screen.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Hi, Baba C.
Hey, I had some trouble signing in. Yay, Jasmine! Hello, Jasmine. How are you?
I'm good. Hello.
Well,
All right, we'll be with you in just a moment. Um,
are you hosting, Baba C?
yes, I am. Um, Wally, please make me the co-host. And Norman, would you mind being backup co-host just in case?
Just in case. And
Okay.
just, I don't know if you haven't read it. Jasnima has to be leaving after telling the story as she has school tomorrow.
All right. Thank you for that. Um, just allow me to make a couple of adjustments. I had trouble signing in. Don't know why.
Well, there seems to be something odd going on just now. I am not too sure. Uh,
right.
it's probably an etheric international time storm. I can't think of anything else, Justin, but any kind of silly nonsense is always messing up.
Right.
But usually, my thoughts it's not to do with anything on it. It's us. We are having
Right.
okay.
Okay, so Jasmine, just give me one more minute. I know you got to go soon. Waleed, first of all, thank you for flying the magic carpet. Would you please make Norman also co-host just in case? Um, because I seem to be having some technical issues. I've been signing in since 10 of. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Um,
When
so
are we? I don't know if we're recording yet. I think we are
we
actually.
are. We are.
Okay then.
Okay. So Jasmine, first of all, it's always good to see you. Glad to see you. Are you giving us one story or two stories?
I'll give two and then leave.
Okay. Well, without further ado, first of all, welcome, boys and girls, and assemble company to the World Storytelling Cafe.com Young International Storytelling Hour or so. And we're blessed today once again to have the incredible, the uncomparable Princess Jasmine and without further ado or don't, Jasmine May, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine and the name of my story is The Very Expensive Coconut. Chandra was a man. He wasn't a normal man because he was a miser. He hated spending money on anything, whether it be clothes, whether it was his food or anything, especially on his wife. And his wife hated that. One day he went to a wedding. There he tasted coconut burfi, which is a sweet. He felt so much happy and wanted to have that sweet every day. He went back home and asked his wife if she would make him that coconut burfi. And his wife replied, "You hardly give me enough money to cook rice and dal for you. How are you expecting me to cook coconut burfis? Go get some coconut and then I'll make you some." And so he went on his way. On his way, he had thought that he would find cheap coconuts, so he doesn't spend much money. And so he saw a man selling coconuts and asked, "How much is this for?" The man who knew Chandra well and his miserliness well, like everyone in the bazaar knew. "5 rupees," said the man. Seeing his face, the shopkeeper replied, "Walk ahead, you'll get coconut for 3 rupees." Now Chandra was very happy. He just had to walk 10 kilometers to and he'd save 2 rupees. And so he did. He was on his way 10 kilometers to just save 2 rupees. As soon as he went there, he thought that 3 rupees weren't worth because he had walked so much. What if he got them for 1 rupee? And so he saw a gardener selling coconuts. He asked whether he could get those coconuts for 1 rupee. The gardener was very busy. Without looking at him, he said, "10 kilometers from here, there's another coconut grove. There you can get for free. You can pluck them and take as many as you want." Being too greedy, he was fell into that trap and he went. He thought 10 kilometers with as many coconuts I want, just a perfect deal. And so he went. He went there. And then he saw the coconut grove. He saw the coconuts hanging from them. Anybody could climb them. Chandra started to climb up and went on the highest treetop. He grabbed a delicious looking coconut. Just then, a gust of wind shook the tree and he lost his hold. "Help! Help!" he shouted. A man came on an elephant. When Chandra saw, he told him to help him by climbing on the elephant. And the man replied, "I'll take 100 rupees for that." And so he did. He was trying to help Chandra come down while he also hung with him because that elephant moved further and they both hanging on that tree. And after that, they were worried. They shouted even more for help and they saw a man coming on a horse. And they told that man to save them. The horseman replied, "Only if you give me 1,000 rupees." There was no other way out. Chandra could not afford breaking his leg. But when that man grabbed their feet, the horse got scared and galloped away. Everyone fell in a heap and a bunch of coconuts fell on their head. They broke their bones and Chandra had to pay 1,000 rupees for their treatment. And all because he could not pay 5 rupees for that coconut he passed. Thank you.
Okay, so we know you have to go. So
Yeah.
Norman, would you like to make some comments?
Yes. First of all, I thoroughly enjoyed that story. And that's and for some feedback, whatever, really, there's not much I can say. You are already in command of your story. You look like you're having fun telling it. And even though you're pressed for time, you paid proper attention to the story and how to tell it. And so how it built up from a cheap to a very expensive coconut. I really enjoyed the story. So I'll commend you for your choice of stories. And would like last thing is like to where did you get the story?
So this is from a book which says The Magic Drum, and it's written by Siddha Murthy. He's
Okay,
in.
thank you. Yeah, who knows, I might even have it. Okay, then that's my feedback. Thank you for coming to tell us stories.
All right, I'll keep mine brief because I know that you have to go. As always, I enjoyed your story. Your story is loaded with wisdom and lessons. I like your cadence. You have a very musical way of speaking, a lyrical way of telling stories. So when you tell stories, it's almost like listening to someone singing a very wonderful song. So I enjoy that as well. You're very relaxed, you're very confident, you're very engaging, and you're very entertaining. Please don't lose those qualities. I love that so much about you. I brag about you. I tell people that you are my niece in India. So thank you very much. Get some sleep, do well in school, and please continue to come back to us.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Bye.
Oh,
Good night.
and tell your
We'll be
mom I
joining.
said hello.
Yes, sure.
All
Take
right.
care.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. So we're going to wait around just a little bit to see if anybody else signs in. And hold on just a moment. Yeah, I'm looking for some wired
Yes.
earphones that aren't very big and cumbersome. The big ones I have are not as good as these little earbuds, but I think I'm wearing these earbuds too much because even when I take them out, it feels like they're in. So I enjoyed that story. I thought it was a very good story.
It was a very good story, and of a quality that where she certainly had command of the
Yes.
story. She didn't have to worry about what the story she was telling it, and so I
And I
know this
think
is being recorded, so I'm
yes.
just trying to be useful in what I say. I'm just saying, so Jasmine is her stories are progressing bit by leaps and bounds.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And I'm not sure I think she may have been sight reading this story, but she's so relaxed at doing it.
well,
It didn't take
okay.
away from it at all. It didn't take away from it at all. I'm still remembering when she first came to us. And I think she should do another Friday stories for children. I think she would be very wonderful. And if she does it on Friday, she doesn't have school on Saturday, so maybe she can stay with us a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, well, part of the challenge is that time zones being what they are.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying if she does it on a Friday, I don't think she has school on Saturday.
Or I don't know how late it is for her.
Well, it is okay. So it is 11 o'clock a.m. for us, and it's I think it's 10 o'clock p.m. for her.
10 p.m. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, but that's why John moved it forward John moved the event forward about an hour because it was 11 o'clock p.m. for India and parts of and maybe in Ghana and some other places. So he moved it up an hour so that it could be an hour earlier for some of our international tellers.
yeah.
I really miss our storytellers from Ghana. I hope that they come back to us soon. And it's terrible what's going on in Gaza. I pray that that our storytellers in Gaza are safe, and that when this is over, they'll be able to come back and share stories with us. And I'm hoping that that our Italian storyteller, who's also a teacher, her name escapes me right now, and that's a shame because, um, as some of the youngins in the United States would say, I'm having a brain fart.
Okay.
But she brings us storytellers from various places. She's the one that brought us Kenza,
Right.
and I'm hoping that she is able to bring her students again. I'm working on getting some of the home school organizations to provide storytellers on this side.
Right. I don't have anybody here that I know are connected to children sharing stories. The next leap would be to get them to be on this forum.
Right.
So there's a couple challenges in that direction, but I think it's worth pursuing for us to find more places where the stories can be told by children.
Yes.
Well, this is the forum, but we need more children or participants.
And we
And-
had some storytellers. We had some young storytellers in Texas, in Texas, and I'm hoping that they find their way back to us. One of the strengths and one of the challenges for having storytelling on this platform is the international time zones.
Yeah.
Because, like for instance, it's 5 p.m., 5:17 in the UK, 11, 17, 18 on the Eastern United States and Canada.
Mhm.
It's probably 10, 18 p.m. in India. The time zones are so varied. So,
Yeah.
that's one of the challenges. It's also one of
Yeah.
the things that makes it so wonderful.
Yeah. I venture to say that one of the challenges is getting children into a forum like this. There are so many different rules and concerns about bringing children onto an international online forum.
Right.
And
And
it may well be important for us, and John, I know, is not here, but to work out and discuss somewhere else to see if that is an issue, and whether and how best to address it. If it is not an issue, then we needn't worry. But
Well, I know in some places, like I think, and we've addressed this in past ones. In some of the places, the kids will talk, but they don't turn on their cameras.
hmm,
And
Right.
in some places it's not an issue. And in some places, like I said, the kids won't have their cameras on, but they will share stories. I
Right.
know it's just like with me when I go into places where I tell stories. I can take some places I can take pictures of the workshop, the presentation. Some places I can't.
Right.
So you're right. It varies from place to place. And sometimes it varies for me from school to school, even though they're in the same district.
Yeah.
But these are challenges that are worth addressing and
Mhm.
finding workarounds, because
Yeah.
it's a very important platform.
I think so as well. And the David Heathfield, who has been kind of one of the important people in terms of children from the region. Peacemaking and stories by children are really important. He's been working with recorded stories mostly.
Right.
Because no surprise, there's no peace in the areas where he got the stories from. So anyways, I'm hoping that we'll be able to continue exploring larger groups of children to share stories. Because by the way, I really did enjoy Jasnama's story because that's why I asked where it came from. Not
Right.
just where, because,
Well,
and I
I
think
know
I might
that
have the book, but I'm not sure.
I know her story reminded me of something, and I have to strip it of its. I have to take so many elements out of it because this is not really a political platform, but it reminds me of a case that took place recently here in the United States. dealing with, I'm going to say, well, wasn't really dealing with a situation where someone in the custody of the U.S. government requested a blanket that was not wool because they had an allergy to wool, and
Right.
the request was denied. And so they appealed, and the request was denied again. And instead of giving them a blanket that might have cost $20 at most, the particular parties involved went to court, wound up spending millions of dollars trying to justify not giving this person who was in their custody a $20 blanket. And, you know, so you spent millions of dollars instead of just giving a $20 blanket. So this story to me was her story about winding up spending 1,000
Rupees.
rubies, trying to avoid spending 5 rubies was so on point, so right on time. And I see that happening a lot. There are organizations that rather than pay a reasonable amount to an employee, you know, will spend millions of dollars trying to get out of that. And, you know, so I thought that was very
And
apropos.
what that shows is that folk tales and fairy tales have more modern, real world resonance than people realize. Because false economy, he says, "Oh, I'll save 2 rupees," and
Right.
but he spends thousands of rupees. But I saved 2 rupees.
Right,
You know?
right. Oh, let me take care of some
Yeah,
business
so
real
the
quick.
real one. I'm thinking that we're almost in the half hour.
Right, so let me take care of some business right quick.
Yeah.
So speaking of children, this Friday we have Stories for Children. And although we call it Stories for Children, it's really stories and entertainment for the family. So whether you're a child or a child at heart, whether you have children or you are someone's child, because no matter how old you are, remember, you are someone's child. We have the incredible, the incomparable Juliana Morin, and I hope I pronounced her last name correctly, who is truly an international storyteller. She has been traveling from country to country to country to country to country to country to country, and she's just incredible. And she will be with us this Friday telling stories for children. And I believe that is you're going to have to help me translate the time zone. It's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is, no, it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is what, 7 p.m. UK time? Or 6
It'll be
p.m.?
about it's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 p.m. in UK time. The hour difference is always 5 hours.
All right. So please join us then. And then not this weekend, but I think 2 weeks from the weekend after this Saturday, after this Sunday, we'll have World Storytelling Round. I got that wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we ask you to join us then, but we ask you to return next Tuesday, a week from today, at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that will be what time again, UK time, Norman?
If it's 11 o'clock, it'll be 5 hours later, so it's 4 o'clock.
4 or 5?
4.
4 o'clock. Okay. So we invite you to do that. And as always, we have a wide and varied array of storytellers and entertaining and in international flavors once again, as only the worldstorytellingcafe.com can bring you. All right, so I had to get that in there. We have Norman Perrin up in Canada, and we have Baba C in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital of the United States of America. We have, as always, thanking Waleed for flying the Magic Carpet Ride in Marrakesh, Morocco. And by the way, I've been meeting people who've been to Morocco lately, and who seem to be rather astonished that I've been to Morocco, and I don't know why that is, you know. But so I wanted to share that too. we're going to give it a couple of more minutes, and if no one joins us, we're gonna call it at 11:30
Right.
Eastern Standard Time, and invite you and for our Facebook people, please share this and tell your friends and tell your friends' friends to always join us here at worldstorytellingcafe.com. And you can always get us in what I call the playback. And, you can always tune into the worldstorytellingcafe.com and a bit different and interactive with storytelling, where storytelling is the platform, but learning is the goal. Please check me out. You can always go to Baba C, BABA dash capital C, Storyteller. You can Google that, Baba C Storyteller, and Google that. A lot of good stuff will pop up. If it's not good stuff, it's not me. Look forward to meeting people during Black History Month and beyond. And both Norman and I are looking forward to our next adventure in Marrakesh, Morocco. And in about 3 minutes, we're going to bid you adieu. But we invite everyone to make 2024 their most prosperous year yet. Norm, you have any comments?
Yeah, well, just as a shorthand reminder, the best way to find out what is happening on the day, any one day, at the World Storytelling Cafe is you visit the website. And when you visit the website, you can scroll down and it will tell you what's happening next on the World Storytelling Cafe. So whether it's that day or a few days from then. So if you want to explore, go into the archives, and then you can travel around the world on our magic carpet, on Ali's magic carpet. It's the best way to see the world and to hear the world of stories. The stories being told by children, being told by storytellers, and those who are from Marrakesh.
Right.
And that's
Just
my
one-
little bit.
All right. Just one little correction. Ali has turned the reins over to Waleed.
Mhm.
So Waleed is now the one flying the magic carpet ride.
Oh, yes, well,
Yeah,
I was
know, but
using two magic carpets there.
Yes.
This magic carpet can be many places and many forms.
Yes.
Okay, then. I think we're just
We
about
got
ready
1
to
minute.
sign off.
We got a minute, and then we're going to sign off.
Mhm.
Always hoping in that last magical 60 seconds that someone might pop up, because people do that sometimes. Just as we're getting ready to sign off, people will pop up. And they're popping up, and we're popping out.
Or the world's
So
shortest
Kendra, if
story.
you're listening, right. Kendra, if you're listening, we miss you. We look forward to seeing you again. Princess D, we look forward to hearing and seeing you again. And to all of our young tellers, we are definitely looking forward to seeing and hearing you again. We miss you. And to the young storytellers in Gaza, we hope you're safe. And we hope that you can return to us safely and share your stories. It is now 30 past. My name is Baba C, joined with
And I'm
Norman
Norman Perrin.
Perrin, right? And
Right.
we want to thank Waleed for flying the magic carpet ride. We wish everyone a happy new year. May 2024 bring you and yours, your loved ones and friends, all that you need, if not all that you want. So on behalf of the worldstorytellingcafe.com and John Rowe, who is, I think, in London, we want to say thank you for tuning in and listening. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to tune in this Friday for Juliana Marin. I see, that's my accent. Juliana Marin, this Friday for Stories for Children. And meantime, this is Baba C saying Baba C out. We'll see you then. And tune in next Tuesday as always.
Okay.